Exactly what kind of work do you do around here? Alana said, whipping out her phone and taking some photos of the horse. Cooper braced his arms against the corral as he watched Billy work. Everything needed. The guys and I tackle it all. Mending fences, milking, mucking stalls, moving cattle. Herding cattle on a horse? You mean you're literally a cowboy? He chuckled. Guess so. And I hate to dispel the fantasy, but lots of times we use the ATVs. It's just cheaper and more efficient. But I'll never turn down the chance to ride a horse. Do you have your own? He broke out in hearty laughter. Horses and their upkeep and maintenance make them expensive. But as soon as I come into my inheritance, I'm going to buy the biggest ranch I can find in Chatelaine and a passel of horses. It's what I've always wanted. You didn't mention it the other night when I asked what you were going to do with all your money. Didn't I? He shrugged it off. I always wanted to be a rancher. Growing up, we never had much money since my mother was a single mom. I remember. Your mother raised all you boys and Justine entirely on her own. She sounded incredulous, as if it was something she just now heard. But everyone in town pretty much knew the sad Maloney story. Rick Maloney, his father, the no-account man who one day walked out and simply left his entire family. In their small town, no one forgot this kind of scandal. Most people were kind enough not to talk about it anymore. I know, right? But she wasn't left with much of a choice either. Rick didn't leave anything behind for us. Not that we ever had much to begin with. That must have been so difficult for her, for all of you. Yes, particularly hard for her was being mother to the most troublesome boy in the world. He hooked a thumb to his chest. You? She laughed. I don't think so. Believe it. I was a troublemaker from the get-go. They say I was born screaming and kicking. My mother couldn't put me down for the first 3 months, or I'd scream to remind her I was there. Maybe I was worried she'd forget me. He chuckled. I had 2 older brothers, don't forget. I think that's all babies, isn't it? They need attention. No idea. I don't know anything about babies. So, your father was never in the picture? He was, but I was only 4 when he left us. My younger brother Damon doesn't even remember our father. He took off right before my sister was born and divorced my mother. The story is, one more kid was one too many for him. Alana drew in a sharp breath. I don't remember hearing these details. He took off when your mother was pregnant with Justine? Yeah,